Right, I'm going to go back to powers of 2. We're going to start with 1 and then we're going to double it. That's a 4. We're going to double it each time, 16, 32. And we're going to halve it each time going this way. So we double, 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 double. And we're going to halve, 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 halve. 1/4, 1/8, 1/16, 1 over 32. And of course I could keep going if I wanted. And that's 2 to the 0, 2 to the 1, 2 to the 2, 3, 2 to the 4, 2 to the 5, 2 to the minus 1, because it's 1 over 2 to the 1, which is 2, 2 to the minus 2, 2 to the minus 3, 2 to the minus 4, and 2 to the minus 5. So I'm just going to write, oops, that's minus. So I'm just going to write the power down, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, and plus 5. And I can kind of cruise up and down this line if I want. I can cruise up and down that line anyway. That's it's not very neat, but you get the idea. So I can sit there and I can go and hop there and then go and move there and move there. Yes, well that's great, but of course I'm going to get rid of these. Of course I'm a bit restricted because I'm at exactly that point, or exactly what about going there? That would be plus 1/2, wouldn't it? And what would this number be here? That would be 2.4 or something like that. Let's just think about that. What does 2 to the power of half mean? Well, let's think about the general one, x to the power of half. Well, it means x multiplied by itself a half a time, which is kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. You might half and then half of it. Stupid. However, we can go back to this crucial formula here, x to the a, x to the b, and we see if we can make one of these terms a half and see what happens. Well, let's just make it a equal a half, and let's make b equal a half as well, just for the hell of it. What does that formula tell us? Well, that formula tells us that x to the power a plus b, which is a half plus another half for the b, equals x to the power of half times x to the power half. Well, we know what that is. That's just x to the power 1, which is just equal to x. So x equals x to the half times x to the half. That's telling us something useful now. So x to the half squared, because there's 2 of them multiplied together, equals x. Well, that's quite nice. That's quite nice. That tells us that whatever x is, let's just say x equals, let's say, 16. Then 16 to the power of half equals something, that's 16 to the half, that when you square it by multiplying it by itself, you get back to 16. And of course, what that is equal to 4, because 4 squared equals 16. So it's the square root. What we're seeking with a number x to the 1/2 equals, let's say, y, then we know that y squared equals x. So if I say x to the 1/2 equals y, that's the same thing as saying x equals y squared. You see, I'm writing it out in different ways. Or sometimes we write x to the 1/2 equals the square root of x. Okay? And it's quite a useful thing to know. Quite a useful thing to know about square roots. Quite a useful thing. We'll work out a few square roots using the old calculator. Let's work out the square root of 19. Well, I'm going to guess first. I'm going to guess that it's equal to 4, because 4 squared is 16. And we want 19. But it's not as big as 5, because 5 squared is 25. So it's 4 and a bit. Let's use the old calculator and find it out exactly. Square root of 19, right? 19, where's my square root? 19, oh, it's still there. 19 square root, where's my square root? I've got all this crud and oh, there it is. Bonk. 4.35. is approximately 4.35. And of course 4.3, so what I'm saying is that 4.35 squared is approximately equal to 19. Not exactly, because I've lost all those decimal places. Well, let's try that. 4.35 times 4.35. It should be approximately 19. 18.922. Give me a break. 4.35 squared equals, I've forgotten the number, 18.92. 18.92, which is close enough. Close enough. Close enough. Okay, that's nice. I'm going to stop there.